My dad told me never to go to sleep with my hair wet, and he would say it's because I could also go blind if my hair was ever my dad told me not to use deodorant actually because it would make my armpits black. I don't know if that's true. Actually, for all of these, I really don't know.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Yes, your girl is back with another interesting video I know you are going to love to watch. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting on this particular video, things Filipino parents tell their children while growing up. Like the things Filipino parents tell their children as a little child. This video is going to be another interesting one. So watch it to the end and drop your comments in the comment section. But before I proceed, you know what it is. If you're new to this platform, you love my videos, you want to see more coming from the Philippines, hit that subscribe button. Let's become friends. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't get to miss out on videos like this. So guys, without wasting much of your time, let's dive into this video. Watch it together and react on it as usual, okay?
Today I'm going to be talking about the different things that my parents told me while I was growing up. I grew up in a Filipino household, obviously. I was born in the Philippines and I came to Canada when I was just 2 years old, and I was basically just raised in Canada. There are some things that my parents told me growing up that didn't really make sense to me, but I still went with it anyway. So today I'm going to tell you about 6 different things that my parents told me when I was growing up. So the first thing, and if you follow me on Snapchat, you would have already heard me say this. This might not be specific to Filipino families, but this was in my family. So this is just what my parents told me. My dad would tell me never to go shower after I've been out for a long day, and or after I've exercised, or after I've been walking a lot. So basically, showering in my house was done in the morning. You were not allowed to shower at night. Now the reason for this is because my dad says that I will get spider veins, and if you don't know what that is, I'll put maybe a picture here. He would say, "Yan, ayaw pagligo kung nag-exercise ka, ha?" And then he would say it in that tone, and in that tone, it would make me kind of scared. So I'm like, alright, dang, alright, no showering for me then. I'ma go to bed with my stinky ass and I'ma just good night, because I'm not about to get my ass beat. The next thing that my dad told me is similar to what I said before, except it's having to do with your eyes. So he would tell me, again, not to shower after a long day. We're only allowed to shower in the morning. Not to shower, especially after you've been reading or looking at a computer or looking at anything with your eyes for too long, like the TV. And the reason for that, he said, is because you can go blind. My dad just didn't want me to go blind, and you know what? I don't want to go blind either, so that's why I did not shower.
Makes sense.
After I used my eyes for a long day, and now that I'm moved out, I do that, and I'm still seeing perfectly fine, so it's okay. Dad, don't worry. The next thing also has something to do with showering, but kind of not really. My dad told me never to go to sleep with my hair wet, and he would say it's because I could also go blind if my hair was ever wet. Let's just say, okay, we went to swimming lessons. I remember at like 7 p.m. or something like that, and we would come back and our hair would be wet, and he'd be like, "Yan, ayaw pagtulog kung basa imong buhok, ha? Kay magbuta ka, ha?" And then, you know what? Here I am now. I'm still seeing. Daddy was right, I guess. Like, I'm not blind. Oh, by the way, I would just like to clarify to all of my Filipino viewers that can't understand what I'm saying. I'm actually Bisaya, if you don't know that about me already. I don't speak Tagalog. I can kind of understand it, but I'm from Davao del Sur in the Philippines, so we speak Bisaya there. Therefore, I speak Bisaya also because that's what my family speaks. So, just to clarify, anything that I'm saying in the video is Bisaya and not Tagalog. The next thing my parents told me to do, you know, actually now that I think about it, the most part of this was my dad enforcing it, but my mom kind of just went along with it. I guess she believed in it as well. My dad told me not to use deodorant actually because it would make my armpits black. I don't know if that's true. Actually, for all of these, I really don't know if it's true. I didn't really do any research, but for the longest time, I remember being in grade 7, where here in Canada, we start physical ed, and we were in the change rooms with the other girls, and then everyone was putting on deodorant, and I didn't have deodorant, so I wanted deodorant, but then my dad was like, no deodorant because your pits are gonna go black. And if you're watching this video, you would know the last video I uploaded was about my armpits. So my mom bought me a Dove deodorant in the 7th grade, and I used that for phys ed class, but I never really wore it just because I didn't need to. So Daddy told me not to use deodorant because it'll make my pits black. And instead of deodorant, again, I don't know if this is with all Filipinos, but with my family, my dad uses this thing called tawas, and then my mom uses it. Obviously, everybody in the family uses tawas instead of deodorant. And what tawas is, it's like a rock. I almost kind of think it's like rock salt, but I'm not sure what it is. If I can find a link, I'll put it down there, and I'll put a picture here. It's literally just like a white crystal rock that you wet under the sink and then you rub it on your armpits, and apparently that's supposed to neutralize the smell. I don't know if that's true. I used it before when I was younger because I explained to my dad my situation about the deodorant, and he's like, don't worry girl, I got you, gave me a rock. So I used it for a little bit. I had no idea what it did. I don't even know if it worked because my armpits don't really stink, so I don't. One thing that my mom told me, now this isn't really something that they forbade me from doing, it's kind of just a superstition thing that my mom told me when I was younger. So my mom told me that the reason I am darker than my brother is because when she was pregnant with me, she ate chocolate. And apparently in Filipino superstitions, or maybe it's just my family that believes this.
Oh my God, this one got me.
Apparently,
this one
if you
got
eat chocolate
me.
when you're pregnant, your baby will become darker than if you were not to have consumed chocolate when you're pregnant. So,
Wow.
that's why I'm browner, which in reality really isn't true. I just went out more than my brother, so. Don't eat chocolate if you don't want a darker baby, I guess. I have no idea.
This one
And the last
is the
thing that I'm going to
funniest
share
one
with you
I've
guys
ever
is
heard.
about the chinilas. Now, if you're a Filipino, you know what the chinilas is, okay? And if you don't know what that is, you're not Filipino, or maybe you are Filipino, you don't know what it is. This is what it is. That's right. Chinilas is a slipper. And the one thing that my parents had always told me when I was growing up is to always wear your chinilas in the house, because, well, number one, we take our shoes off when we enter the house, and number two, my dad and mom told me that if I didn't wear our chinilas in the house, that we would get sick. Anytime that he sees my brother and I walking in the house barefoot, he'd be like, yan, grab a slipper, magsik ka, ha? And then he does this like face thing where he kind of looks like he's baring his teeth, only if he's angry.
This is what the parents were taught from their own parents, you understand? And they are passing it on to their own children. This is what they believe. This is their culture. So it might not make sense to her, but it makes sense to daddy and mommy. God bless our parents for us. Oh my God, they are so amazing. Guys, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section, okay? Let's have a conversation down there. See you all on my next one. Bye.